On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Cosmic.
Relating to the universe or cosmos, vast or limitless.
Examples:
Second cosmic velocity. Cosmic background radiation. Cosmic rays are high-energy particles that originate from outside the solar system.
Mystery.
Something difficult to understand or explain, a secret or enigmatic quality that adds to the fascination or interest of something. A genre of fiction that involves the solution of a crime or a puzzle.
Examples:
Mystery novel. Unsolved mystery. The mystery surrounding the disappearance of the traveler has yet to be solved by authorities.
Solemn.
Formal and dignified, often with an emphasis on religious or ceremonial attitudes or practices, characterized by an earnest sense of importance or gravity, serious or grave in tone or demeanor.
Examples:
Solemn vow. Solemn ceremony. The priest led the solemn procession through the church.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Puzzle.
A situation that is difficult to follow or solve, a game, problem, or toy that tests a person's ingenuity or knowledge. Verb, to cause someone to feel confused because of something difficult to understand.
Examples:
Crossword puzzle. Mathematical puzzle. This jigsaw puzzle is challenging because there are no pictures.
Philosophy.
The study of general and fundamental questions, such as those about existence, reason, knowledge, values, mind.
Examples:
Philosophy of education. Western philosophy. Ethics is a branch of philosophy.
Arthurian.
Relating to King Arthur and the tales and legends associated with him.
Examples:
The Arthurian cycle. Arthurian romances. The Arthurian legends of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table are popular literary motifs.
Contingency.
A future event or circumstance that is possible but not certain, an eventuality, a plan or strategy that is put into place in the event that a particular situation arises.
Examples:
Emergency contingency. Contingency fund. We need to have a contingency plan in case of an emergency.
Deficient.
Lacking something needed or normal.
Examples:
Deficient nutrient. Mentally deficient. His diet was deficient in essential vitamins and minerals.
Harsh.
Severe and unkind, extremely tough and unpleasant to inhabit.
Examples:
Harsh climate. Use of harsh chemicals. The Prime Minister faced harsh criticism.
Sublime.
Of such excellence, grandeur, or beauty as to inspire great admiration or awe.
Examples:
Sublime ignorance. Sublime beauty. The view from the mountaintop was genuinely sublime.
Awesome.
Inspiring fear, admiration, or respect. Very good, nice, fun, etc.
Examples:
Awesome mental faculty. Have an awesome birthday. There is a lot of awesome nature and food in Hawaii.
Far-reaching.
Having a wide or significant impact or influence.
Examples:
Achieve far-reaching reform. Far-reaching consequences. The far-reaching effects of the policy change are still being felt.
Pose.
To present a risk, problem, or other issues that must be addressed.
Examples:
Pose a significant threat to my company. Pose a challenge. The chemicals pose a massive health risk.
Obsess.
To fill the mind of someone continually so that one can't think of anything else.
Examples:
Obsess over her weight. He is obsessed with the fear. He's utterly obsessed with his promotion.
Astonished.
Extremely surprised and upset.
Examples:
Astonished at the success. Cast astonished eyes. She was astonished by the news and could hardly believe it.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Mystical.
Relating to or characterized by spiritual powers, beyond ordinary understanding.
Examples:
Mystical intuition. Mystical belief. While meditating, he had a mystical experience and felt a sense of unity with the universe.
Epigram.
A short and cleverly phrased statement or verse that conveys a sharp or witty insight, often with a satirical or ironic tone, a concise and memorable expression of an idea or sentiment.
Examples:
witty epigram, famous epigram. The poet's poignant epigram captured the essence of the human experience.
Physicist:
a scientist who specializes in the field of physics.
Examples:
talented physicist, theoretical physicist. Einstein was an outstanding and famous physicist of the 20th century.
Quantum:
the smallest amount or unit of something, especially electromagnetic energy.
Examples:
probabilistic quantum theory, laws of quantum mechanics. Big techs are now eager to develop quantum computers.
Doubt:
a feeling of being uncertain about something, especially about how good or accurate it is.
Examples:
dispel doubts. No doubt about the news. Doubt is the start, not the end, of intelligence.
Intellect:
the ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Invention:
the creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
the invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Calculus:
a branch of mathematics that deals with rates of change and limits, the accumulation of hard mineral deposits that can form in organs or ducts in the body, such as kidney stones or gallstones.
Examples:
calculus equations. Calculus disease. I needed help understanding the advanced calculus course material.
Independence:
freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Newtonian:
relating to Sir Isaac Newton or his laws of motion and universal gravitation.
Examples:
Newtonian physics. Newtonian mechanics. The motion of planets can be described using Newtonian mechanics.
Pretended:
feigned or not genuine, assumed or simulated.
Examples:
pretended illness. Make a pretended purchase. His pretended interest soon caught everyone's attention.
Orthodox:
following or conforming to the traditional, normal, or commonly accepted beliefs, ideas, or activities of or relating to Judaism, of or relating to the Eastern Orthodox Church.
Examples:
an orthodox doctrine, orthodox thought. He challenged the orthodox views on business.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
teaching of Christ, before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Metaphysics.
The branch of philosophy that deals with the fundamental nature and the first principles of reality, including abstract concepts such as being, knowing, identity, time, and space.
Examples:
metaphysics study, the nature of metaphysics. Kant's thoughts provided the foundational ideas for treating metaphysics as a discipline.
Outlook.
The likely future situation for someone or something, a habitual or characteristic mental attitude to life and the world of a particular person, group, or culture.
Examples:
the outlook of the town site, a positive outlook on life. Our company's business outlook for next year is bright.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Pre-exist.
To exist or occur before something else, especially referring to a time period or event, to predate or come before.
Examples:
pre-exist the modern city. Pre-exist the current political tensions. The idea for the novel pre-existed as fragments of a dream in the author's mind.
Fashion.
A style that is popular at a particular time or place, the state of being popular.
Examples:
go out of fashion. New fashion trends. That style is no longer in fashion.
Equation.
The act of regarding as equal, mathematics, a statement that expresses the equality of two expressions by connecting them with the equal sign.
Examples:
the equation of poverty with ignorance. A chemical equation. In this class, you will learn how to solve quadratic equations.
Slide.
To move or cause to move smoothly along a surface without interruption.
Examples:
slide a card across the table. Slide a glance. If necessary, you can slide the front seats forward.
Mime.
A form of acting or performance in which gestures, body movements, and facial expressions are used to convey meaning or tell a story without the use of spoken words. A performer who specializes in this art form.
Examples:
hilarious mime act. Mime artist. The mime's silent performance captivated the audience, leaving them in awe.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples:
Visual navigation. Field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Atheist.
A person who does not believe in the existence of a god or gods.
Examples:
Atheist community. Professed atheist. She was an atheist and did not believe in any form of religion.
Logic.
A way of thinking or reasoning conducted or evaluated by strict validity principles, the study of correct reasoning or good arguments.
Examples:
An indisputable logic. A demonstration in logic. There's no logic in his description.
Ontology.
A branch of metaphysics concerned with the nature of being and the existence.
Examples:
Medical ontology. Ontology theory. The ontology of the universe is a complex and constantly evolving concept.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Conceivable.
Imaginable or possible to understand or believe in the mind.
Examples:
Conceivable way. Conceivable emergency. It is challenging to defend every conceivable target.
Eternal.
Being without beginning or end, lasting forever.
Examples:
The hope of eternal life. Eternal quarreling. In every civilization, rulers have tried everything possible to obtain eternal life.
Bore.
To make someone feel weary or uninterested, often by talking at length about uninteresting or mundane topics. To cause someone to feel bored or unengaged. Noun, a hole or tunnel drilled or dug into the ground, either for exploration or extraction of natural resources.
Examples:
Bore diameter. Bore him with his stories. The lecture on quantum physics bored me to tears.
Ponder.
To think deeply or carefully about something.
Examples:
Ponder divine matters. Ponder life's meaning. She sat quietly, pondering the difficult decision.
Distract.
To draw someone's attention away from what they are trying to do.
Examples:
Distract attention from the real issue. Distract public opinion. Please don't distract me while I'm studying.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Symmetry.
Balance or proportion in design or structure, with elements arranged evenly on either side of an axis.
Examples:
Bilateral symmetry. Axial symmetry. The building had a symmetry pattern that was pleasing to the eye.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Vacuous.
Devoid of content, substance, or intelligence, lacking in ideas or intelligence, empty or without meaning.
Examples:
Vacuous expression. Vacuous statement. His vacuous response to the question showed a lack of understanding.
Enslave.
To make someone a slave, to deprive someone of their freedom of choice or action.
Examples:
Enslave poor peasants. Enslave indigenous people. Her beauty enslaved me completely.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Melt.
To turn from something solid into something soft or liquid as a result of heating.
Examples:
Melt the ice. Melt down gold. Her resistance melted under his persuasion.
Nirvana.
A state of perfect happiness, peace, and enlightenment in Hinduism and Buddhism.
Examples:
Nirvana state. Spiritual nirvana. He finally achieved nirvana after many years of meditation and spiritual practice.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Blank.
Without any writing or printing, empty or devoid of ideas, information, or meaning, unable to remember or recall information.
Examples:
Blank expression. Blank paper. The computer screen displayed nothing but a blank white screen.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Physics.
The science of matter and energy and their interactions.
Examples:
Nuclear physics. Laws of physics. He studied the physics of radiation.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Purported.
Claimed or said to be true, but not yet proven or confirmed.
Examples:
Purported evidence. A purported biography. The purported cure for the disease has yet to be proven effective.
Fluctuation.
A change, or the process of changing, that frequently happens, especially from one extreme to another, the quality of being unsteady and subject to changes.
Examples:
Price fluctuations. Fluctuation of water level. Temperature fluctuations are often milder in oceanfront areas.
Void.
An empty space, a feeling of emptiness, adjective, lacking any legal or binding force.
Examples:
Void of expression. Void contract. The void in her heart was filled with the love of her family.
Hawk.
A bird of prey typically having short rounded wings and a long tail, an advocate of an aggressive policy on foreign relations.
Examples:
Cast off a hawk. Congressional hawk. That team signed a center forward who was a ball hawk.
Militant.
Willing to use force or violence to achieve a political or social goal.
Examples:
Militant nations. A militant reformer. The militant group launched a series of attacks on government buildings.
State of the art.
Characterized by the use of the latest and most advanced technology or methods, cutting edge.
Examples:
State-of-the-art technology. State-of-the-art software. The hospital has state-of-the-art equipment and facilities to ensure the best health care for its patients.
Nugget.
A small piece of gold or other precious metal or mineral found ready formed in the earth, a small round piece of some food.
Examples:
A gold nugget. Nugget of truth. It took a few weeks to extract the nugget of information from those complicated sources.
Vacuum.
A space empty of matter, a device or tool used for cleaning or removing debris by creating suction.
Examples:
Vacuum cleaner. Vacuum packing. Please use the vacuum to clean up the mess on the floor.
Fluctuate.
To rise and fall irregularly or unexpectedly, to vary or change often and unpredictably.
Examples:
Fluctuate prices. Fluctuate rapidly. Stock prices fluctuate daily based on market demand and supply.
Miracle.
An act or occurrence that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws and is therefore believed to be caused by God.
Examples:
Miracle person. Economic miracle. The doctor said that her recovery was a miracle.
Inflation.
A general and progressive increase in prices. Cosmology, a theory of the exponential expansion of space in the early universe, the act of filling something with air.
Examples:
Inflation control. Global inflation. Investment in index funds can often be a hedge against inflation.
Variegated.
Having marks, colors, or patterns of different types or shades, diverse or varied in appearance.
Examples:
Variegated foliage. Variegated pattern. The variegated flowers in the garden added a vibrant touch of color.
Cosmos.
Another name for the universe, mainly used when it is thought of as an ordered system.
Examples:
Exploration of cosmos. Origin of the cosmos. Supercomputers enable scientists to create computational models of the cosmos.
Ingenious.
Showing inventiveness and ability or skill.
Examples:
Ingenious device. Ingenious idea. I always look forward to reading his stories since they're so ingenious.
Scenario.
A description of possible actions or events in the future, a written outline of a play, film, or literary work.
Examples:
The worst case scenario. Number of different scenarios. The president prepared several possible scenarios for an enemy attack.
Speculate.
To form a theory or conjecture or guess about a subject without solid evidence.
Examples:
Speculate about the reason. Speculate on the outcome. He speculated that this investment would lead to success.
Fascinating.
Extremely interesting.
Examples:
fascinating story. Completely fascinating to me. The museum houses a fascinating collection of Celtic artifacts.
Pseudo.
Meaning false or not genuine, indicating something that is similar to or resembling something else, but is not that thing.
Examples:
Pseudocode, pseudonym. His story was full of pseudo-philosophical jargon meant to impress rather than inform.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Thrall.
A state of being under the control or power of someone or something else, bondage or slavery, a captivated or enthralled state.
Examples:
Thrall to addiction. Keep the people in thrall. The cult leader held her followers in thrall with her charismatic speeches.
Worldview.
A particular philosophy or cognitive orientation of life or conception of the world.
Examples:
Mainstream worldview. The worldview of the ancient civilization. The war between the two countries was also a battle between competing worldviews.
Divine.
Of, from, or like a god, holy or sacred.
Examples:
Divine intervention. Divine grace. The view from the mountaintop was truly divine.
Command.
Authority, control, or mastery over something, often referring to military or leadership contexts, a directive, order, or instruction, expertise or competence in a specific area. Verb, to give an authoritative order or instruction, or to be in charge or control of something.
Examples:
Command and control. Command a battery. The general gave a command to his troops to prepare for battle.
Fiat.
A formal authorization or order, typically given by a government, institution, or other authority figures, a decree or edict.
Examples:
Fiat currency. Fiat agreement. The car manufacturer announced a new Fiat model that will be released next year.
Lux.
A unit of measurement of the intensity of light equal to 1 lumen per square meter.
Examples:
Lux level. Ambient lux. The nighttime cityscape was illuminated with thousands of lux of lights from the buildings.
Clout.
Influence or power, especially political or social influence, a strong force or impact.
Examples:
Clout in politics. Social media clout. The CEO has enough clout to change the company's legacy policies.
Abyss.
A deep, dark, or seemingly bottomless chasm or void.
Examples:
The abyss of time. An abyss of hopelessness. The deep sea is an abyss of mystery and discovery.
Pregnant.
Having a baby or young animal developing in the uterus.
Examples:
Needs of pregnant women. A silence pregnant with suspense. She vacated the position when she got pregnant.
Primitive.
Of or relating to an early stage of society with no industry or technological development, simple, naive, or old-fashioned in style.
Examples:
Primitive society. Artifact of a primitive humankind. The industry in this country is still primitive.
Ontic.
Relating to the existence or being, pertaining to the essential nature or reality of something.
Examples:
Ontic reality. Ontic category. Reality's ontic nature is often explored in philosophy and metaphysics.
Puzzled.
Confused or uncertain because you do not understand something.
Examples:
Puzzled expression. Puzzled by the question. She was puzzled by the strange behavior of her cat.
Magic.
Beliefs and actions employed to influence supernatural beings and forces, any art or performance that invokes supernatural powers.
Examples:
A magic spell. She is magic. He performed magic tricks with sophisticated moves.
Resolve.
To find a suitable answer to the problems or difficulty.
Examples:
Resolve a dispute. Resolve the computer error. This company resolves its battery problem completely.
Particle.
A small piece of something, a word or piece of a term with grammatical function, but little or no significance.
Examples:
Charged particle. Particle energy. We can calculate the position of the particles statistically.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Consistent.
Always behaving or happening in the same way, or having the same thoughts, standards, etc.
Examples:
Do on a consistent basis. Get consistent results. You are not consistent in your behavior.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Inconceivable.
Hard to imagine or believe.
Examples:
Inconceivable pain. Inconceivable ideas. It would be inconceivable for him to alter his behavior.
Exotic.
Originating from or characteristic of a foreign country or culture, strikingly unusual, uncommon, or intriguing.
Examples:
Exotic species. Exotic vacation. I love trying exotic foods from different cultures.
Flirt.
To talk or behave as if sexually attracted to someone, without serious intentions. Noun, a seductive woman who uses her sex appeal to exploit men.
Examples:
Flirt with him. Flirt like a schoolgirl. My husband never flirts with other women.
Maximum.
The largest or greatest amount or value attainable or attained.
Examples:
Maximum limit. The maximum speed. The maximum temperature recorded this summer was higher than average.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Multiverse.
A hypothetical space or realm consisting of multiple universes, of which our universe is just one of them.
Examples:
The multiverse hypothesis. The concept of the multiverse. The various universes within the multiverse are sometimes called parallel universes.
Encompass.
To surround or cover something completely, to include a large number of or different types of things entirely.
Examples:
Encompass a broad range. Encompass the enemy. The optimal solution that would encompass all these elements has yet to be proposed.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Platonic.
Of relationship or emotion, friendly or affectionate but not sexual.
Examples:
Platonic relationship. Platonic love. His relationship with her was completely platonic.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Plenitude.
A state or quality of being full or abundant, a large or excessive quantity or number, completeness or fullness.
Examples:
Ecological plenitude. Plenitude of options. The garden was filled with a plenitude of blooming flowers.
Fecundity.
The ability to produce an abundance of offspring or creative works, fertility, productivity.
Examples:
Fecundity rate. High fecundity. The fecundity of the soil in this area is ideal for growing crops.
Chain.
A series of connected links or objects, a system or group of interconnected elements, a restraint or shackle.
Examples:
Chain reaction. Supply chain. The chain on my bike broke, leaving me stranded.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Intermediate.
Situated between two locations, things, states, etc., around the middle of a scale of evaluation.
Examples:
Intermediate sanction. Intermediate level. Purple is intermediate between blue and red.
Elegant.
Pleasing and graceful in appearance or manner, or showing good taste and refinement.
Examples:
Elegant design. Write elegant sentences. She wore an elegant evening gown to the gala.
Ugly.
Unattractive in appearance, unpleasant to look at.
Examples:
An ugly sound. Ugly building. The ugly truth was that he had been lying to her for months.
Asymmetric.
Lacking symmetry or balance, not corresponding in size, shape, or degree, characterized by an uneven or unequal distribution or arrangement.
Examples:
Asymmetric warfare. Asymmetric information. The asymmetric design of the building made it stand out in the city skyline.
Claim.
To assert that something is true, to demand or request something as one's own, to lay legal or moral right to something. Noun, a demand or assertion of a right or something that one believes to be true.
Examples:
Claim responsibility. False claim. He wants to claim ownership of the abandoned property.
Pious.
Deeply religious, having or showing a strong devotion to God or religious beliefs and practices.
Examples:
Pious belief. Pious follower. The pious woman spent her days volunteering at the local church.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Arbitrary.
Based on chance or individual whim rather than any reason.
Examples:
Arbitrary size and shape. The arbitrary rule of a dictator. He collected data to avoid arbitrary decisions.
Constant.
Happening repeatedly or all the time.
Examples:
A constant wind. A constant temperature. Constant dropping wears away the stone.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Ratio.
The relative size or amount of one thing to another, typically expressed in the form of a fraction or decimal.
Examples:
Debt-to-income ratio. Ratio of boys to girls. The ratio of water to sugar in the recipe is 1:2.
Superfluous.
Unnecessary, more than what is needed or required.
Examples:
Superfluous information. Superfluous words. The recipe called for a superfluous amount of salt and made the dish too salty.
Hell.
The place thought to be where bad people go and are punished after death, often depicted as being located beneath the earth, an extraordinarily unpleasant or difficult place.
Examples:
Run like hell. Hell broke loose. The battlefield became hell on earth.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Bubble.
A thin, round, and often transparent mass of gas that is surrounded by a thin layer of liquid, a state of economic or social prosperity that is unsustainable and eventually collapses.
Examples:
Bubble in the champagne glass. Economic bubble. Many people worry that the current real estate market is a bubble that could burst soon.
Gum.
A soft, sticky substance that is chewed to freshen the breath or to clean the teeth, the flesh that surrounds the teeth in the mouth.
Examples:
Bubble gum, chewing gum. I always like having a pack of gum to freshen my breath.
Contraption.
A machine or device that is made up of a combination of interconnected parts and often appears complicated or unusual.
Examples:
Farming contraption, complicated contraption. The inventor created a contraption that could turn salt water into drinking water.
Ethical.
Of or relating to principles about what is right and wrong, or the branch of knowledge dealing with these.
Examples:
An ethical doctrine, shoulder ethical responsibility. The president must have the highest ethical standards.
Sentient.
Having the ability to perceive or feel things, particularly through sense perception like touch or sight, especially at higher levels of intelligence and consciousness.
Examples:
Sentient beings, sentient robots. Animals such as dolphins and elephants are highly sentient and intelligent creatures.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback, suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Needless.
Describing something unnecessary, pointless, or superfluous and could be avoided without any harm or adverse consequences.
Examples:
Needless argument, needless waste. This needless paperwork is wasting our time and resources.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
Cancer diagnosis, cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Holocaust.
The systematic killing of millions of Jews and other minority groups by the Nazis during World War II, or any similar act of mass destruction.
Examples:
Nuclear holocaust, the Holocaust Museum. Many Holocaust survivors still suffer from the trauma they experienced during that time.
Conception.
A general idea or belief of what something or someone is like or should be, an understanding of a situation or a principle.
Examples:
A grand conception, the conception of the good. I have no conception of what you intend.
Nothingness.
A state or situation where nothing exists.
Examples:
Pass into nothingness. A sense of nothingness. Having made a big mistake, she wanted to vanish into nothingness.
Generic.
Not specific, not linked to a particular brand or product.
Examples:
A generic product. Generic version. The generic aspirin brand was just as effective as the name brand, but much cheaper.
Random.
Made, done, or happening without method, conscious decision, or any regular pattern.
Examples:
A random choice. Bombs fell at random. To find drunk drivers, police conduct random tests.
Infinite.
Unlimited or very great, impossible to measure.
Examples:
Infinite appetite. Infinite in supply. The battle had an infinite impact on the nation.
Mixture.
A combination of different elements, substances, or entities, usually in non-uniform proportions, resulting in a homogeneous or heterogeneous blend of physical or chemical properties.
Examples:
Mixture of emotions. Perfect mixture. The paint was a mixture of different pigments to achieve the desired color.
Chaos.
A state of complete confusion or disorder, often characterized by a lack of predictability or control.
Examples:
Chaos theory. Midst of chaos. The conference room was in chaos as everyone tried to speak at once.
Elegance.
The quality of being graceful and stylish in appearance or manner.
Examples:
Austere elegance. Natural elegance. The elegance of her dress was breathtaking.
Mediocre.
Of only average quality, not very good.
Examples:
Mediocre performance. A mediocre talent. He was considered a mediocre artist compared to others in his field.
Incomplete.
Not having all the necessary or appropriate parts, not yet finished.
Examples:
Incomplete information. Customer with incomplete credit histories. The researcher criticized the study due to incomplete data.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Junk.
Discarded or unused material or objects, often considered worthless or of little value, also used to describe cheap or poorly made items or food that is high in calories but lacking in nutrition.
Examples:
Junk mail. Hunk of junk. I need to clear out some of the junk in my garage.
Deity.
A divine being or god worshipped and revered by people in a particular religion or culture.
Examples:
Existence of a deity. Deity of commerce. The ancient Egyptians believed that the sun deity Ra was the most powerful god.
Malevolent.
Having or showing a desire to cause harm or evil to others.
Examples:
Malevolent stars. Malevolent act. She had a malevolent intention to harm her enemy.
Resolution.
A firm decision or determination to do or not do something. The action of solving a problem, dispute, or conflict. The quality of being resolved or determined. The clarity and sharpness of an image or display.
Examples:
Resolution of a conflict. Display resolution. He made a New Year's resolution to exercise more and eat healthier.
Feat.
A notable or impressive achievement, especially one that requires great skill or bravery.
Examples:
Intellectual feat. Feat accomplishment. It is an incredible feat to climb Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Messy.
Disorganized and untidy.
Examples:
Messy data. Messy handling. His messy bedroom is always a source of frustration for his mother.
Pointless.
Having no purpose or reason, serving no useful function, meaningless or senseless.
Examples:
Pointless argument. Pointless task. The meeting was considered pointless since nothing was accomplished.
Froth.
A mass of small bubbles on the surface of a liquid caused by agitation or fermentation, a light, airy, or frothy substance, foam or lather.
Examples:
Beer froth. Froth in the ocean. The cappuccino was topped with froth, making it look like a work of art.
Champagne.
A type of sparkling wine produced in the Champagne region of France, or any similar wine produced elsewhere.
Examples:
Champagne toast. Champagne celebration. They opened a bottle of champagne to celebrate their success.
Endlessly.
In a way that continues for a long time or seems to have no end or limit.
Examples:
Repeat endlessly. Worry endlessly about our future. The procession of demonstrators was endlessly continuing.
Wasteland.
A barren or uncultivated area of land that has been left deserted or uninhabitable, typically due to a natural disaster, pollution, or human destruction, a place or situation that is devoid of life or anything of value.
Examples:
Post-apocalyptic wasteland. Nuclear wasteland. The abandoned industrial site is now a wasteland of decaying buildings and rusted machinery.
Charm.
The power or quality of pleasing or fascinating people.
Examples:
Masculine charm. Charm against bad luck. These are significantly more exquisite than typical charm bracelets.
Confirm.
To support or establish the truth or certainty of something previously believed or suspected to be the case.
Examples:
Confirm the diagnosis. Confirm a transaction. Please write to confirm your reservation.
Observation.
The act or activity of carefully examining or monitoring something or someone.
Examples:
Class observation day. Observation instrument. In the hospital, she will remain under constant observation.
Telescope.
A device like a tube in shape containing lenses used to magnify and observe distant objects.
Examples:
A binocular telescope. Look through a telescope. This facility has the largest astronomical telescope in the country.
Gravitational.
Relating to or caused by gravity, equals the force that attracts objects towards one another.
Examples:
Gravitational energy. Gravitational waves. The gravitational force of the black hole was so strong that nothing, not even light, could escape.
Bang.
To hit or cause to hit something in a way that makes a loud noise.
Examples:
Bang his fist on a desk. Bang a phone down. My father tried to bang mathematics into my head since childhood.
Rhyme.
A word or phrase that has the same last sound as another word or phrase, often used in poetry and songwriting.
Examples:
Rhyme poem. Write and rhyme. The poem had a consistent rhyme scheme throughout.
Intimate.
Having a very close friendship, personal.
Examples:
My intimate affairs. Intimate relationship. He has an intimate knowledge of American history.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Improbable.
Not likely to happen or be true, unlikely, having a low probability or chance of occurring.
Examples:
Improbable story. Improbable event. It is improbable that we will find a solution to this problem overnight.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Genetically.
In a way that relates to or is produced by genes, equals the units in the cells of a living thing received by an animal or plant from its parents, or heredity.
Examples:
Genetically inherited traits. Genetically manipulated plant. The genetically modified crops were resistant to pests and required less water.
Compute.
To make a mathematical calculation.
Examples:
Compute an average score. Compute the value. I tried to compute the efficiency of the investment.
Allele.
Any of the alternative forms of a gene that can occupy a given chromosomal location.
Examples:
The allele in a pair. Inherit one allele. Environmental factors can also influence the expression of alleles, a phenomenon known as epigenetics.
Back of the envelope.
Describing a rough calculation, estimation, or assessment made with minimal information and done quickly, often literally scribbled on any available piece of paper, such as the back of an envelope.
Examples:
Back of the envelope plan. Back of the envelope estimate. The engineer made a rough estimate of the project's cost with a back of the envelope calculation.
Calculation.
The act or process of using numbers to judge an amount of something.
Examples:
Make a calculation. Calculation of loss and gain. The error in the calculation was attributable to rounding.
Googleplex.
The number 10 to the power of a googol equals 10 to the power of 100, a 1 followed by 100 zeros.
Examples:
Contain a googolplex of mysteries. Googolplex possibilities. His password was so complex that guessing it would be like finding one specific zero in a Googleplex.
Infinitesimal.
Extremely small or tiny, almost negligible in size or quantity.
Examples:
Infinitesimal variation. Infinitesimal change. The scientist used an infinitesimal amount of the compound in their experiment.
Fraction.
A small part or item forming a piece of a whole, the quotient of two rational numbers.
Examples:
A fractional share of the vote. A numerator in a fraction. He spent only a fraction of his earnings.
Lottery.
A game of chance in which a large number of people buy tickets or chances to win a prize, with the winners determined by a random drawing.
Examples:
National lottery. Scratch-off lottery. The odds of winning the lottery are extremely low, but millions still buy tickets hoping to hit the jackpot.
Guarantee.
To promise something will happen formally, especially that certain conditions about a product, service, or transaction would be met.
Examples:
Guarantee a high quality. Guarantee women equality. We cannot guarantee enough raw material sources.
Meaningless.
Having no meaning, direction, or purpose.
Examples:
A meaningless endeavor. Do a meaningless task. This experiment's results are meaningless because the other conditions are not identical.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Agonize.
To spend a long time thinking about a difficult problem and trying to make a decision, especially through worrying.
Examples:
Agonize pain. Agonize about financing. He agonized over whether to accept the job offer.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Nasty.
Very bad, unpleasant, or offensive.
Examples:
A nasty smell. Receive a nasty surprise. The weather turned nasty.
Absurd.
Ridiculously silly, unreasonable, or illogical.
Examples:
Absurd storyline. An absurd amount of money. We immediately rejected his absurd suggestion.
Mediocrity.
The state or quality of being average or of having only moderate ability, success, or value. The state or quality of being uninspired or unoriginal.
Examples:
Sink into mediocrity. Escape mediocrity. He was content with living a life of mediocrity.
Resonate.
To be filled with a deep echoing sound.
Examples:
Deeply resonate with the consumers. Resonate in the same frequency. The sound resonates well in this theater.
Monger.
To sell or promote something, especially by using aggressive or exaggerated tactics. To peddle or deal in, usually negative, information, rumors, or gossip. Noun, a dealer, trader, or seller of a particular commodity or goods.
Examples:
Fishmonger. Monger hate speech. Some politicians use fear to monger support for their policies.
Brute.
A violent, wild, or feral animal, a person who is cruel, uncivilized, or lacking in intelligence or sensitivity, a physical force or power.
Examples:
Brute beasts. Brute force. The brute behavior of the football players caused the game to be cancelled.
Wag.
To move or swing back and forth or up and down in a lively or playful manner, to shake or quiver.
Examples:
Wag their laughter. Wag a forefinger. The cow lazily continued to wag its tail while grazing in the field.
Satisfy.
To make somebody pleased by giving them what they want or need.
Examples:
Satisfy a desire. Satisfy a user's needs. Did this response satisfy your request?
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
Conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Astonish.
To surprise or shock someone greatly, to cause amazement or wonder.
Examples:
Astonish audience. Astonish the world. Her incredible singing voice astonished everyone in the room.
Brilliant.
Extremely clever, skilled, or impressive.
Examples:
Brilliant idea. Brilliant performance. The more brilliant you are, the more people around you look at you with envy and jealousy.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.